I just let my gray water run out onto the ground. And guess what? Man, it stunk. Hey everyone, I found some posts recently that got me thinking. And these were posts where people were saying that they dump their gray out in the open. So when I saw these people commenting, I thought, have I been missing a loophole? Am I able to dump my gray and I haven't realized it here in BC and other places? Because that would save me a whole lot of headache if that's true. And this got me digging down the rabbit hole just a little deeper.
And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Now, we've all heard this before. Some of you may have actually done that before. And at the very least, you've heard other people say things like, yeah, I just dumped my gray, or gray water dumping is legal in Arizona. Idaho allows it. Nevada is fine on BLM land. Alaska don't care. And BC, well, that's a gray area. And today we're going to test those claims just a little bit against actual legal language and not just campground lore. Now, just a quick disclaimer.
RVing with Joe is not a lawyer. Please do not take legal advice from this idiot.
This is going to have some legal information in this video, so don't come to me if something I said here causes you to do something that gets a ticket. Law enforcement doesn't really care about what some YouTuber said, so you're on your own. And just a quick definition for those that know what I'm talking about. There's black water and there's gray water. Black water is toilet waste, human waste, sewage, things of that nature. Black water always goes into an approved sanitary or septic system. Always. No exception. And if you're one of those people that dumps their black water out in the open, well, that's not ignorance. That's just you being a piece of shit. So don't do that. Don't be a piece of shit. But gray water, that's what we're here to discuss. And that's things like the water from your sinks, your showers. It's got some soap, it's got some grease, it's got food particles, body oils. It's a little bit of a mess. It's not exactly clean water. Legally, it's considered wastewater in nearly every jurisdiction. Now, I'm going to admit that 22 years ago, when I first started getting into RVer, and I was a full-timer when I started, I spent some time on my mom's ranch at her property. And I just let my gray water run out onto the ground. Now, this was her suggestion, not mine. We were on a hilltop, and the water dribbled down into kind of an open area of her 10 acres. Her house, in fact, had gray water that went out into the fields. It didn't go into the septic system. That was for the toilet. And so that's how I started. But guess what? Where that house drained the gray down into the hillside, and you'd walk over and past it over little stairways, you'd walk down the driveway, man, it stunk. It stunk like sulfur all the time. And it was a hot day out. It stunk even worse. It was gross. Ew. And that was just one full-time household, limited use, with nobody else camping nearby or adding to it. So it's important to have context when people say it's just some soapy water. It's more than that. Now, there are some states and some provinces up here in Canada that just have blanket explicit bans on you dumping your RV gray tank anywhere out in the open. And that includes California, Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Montana, Ontario, Quebec. In these places, gray water is just wastewater. And it must go into approved systems. So California will be my first example. And of course, there's some subtlety in the law here. California law treats any discharge that can impact the soil or groundwater as regulated. Residential gray water reuse is only allowed under strict designs. Now, this doesn't mean you can just open your RV valve and just let it rip. And again, you'll find most of Canada is the same. Gray water is wastewater, period. Now, there's far more subtlety and ambiguity, at least some people think there is, in these other Western states. The ones that you hear about most often when I hear about this being cited in various chat rooms, it's Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Idaho, New Mexico, Alaska, and yes, British Columbia. And it turns out, here's the fact. None of those places explicitly allow RV gray water dumping, at least not explicitly. Now, Arizona is probably the most misunderstood and the one I see most quoted. Arizona law states that gray water is classified as wastewater, but you can discharge it to land. It does still count as discharge, and so they have these gray water reuse laws. And these apply to residential properties using on-site gray water recovery systems. Again, RVs are not residents. Boondocking is not on-site reuse. Pulling your handle and letting your gray go is not the same as having a custom permitted, gray system that is built into a residential house. And it makes sense in Arizona with such water shortages. Reusing that gray straight onto some of your plants is probably a great use. And they always have limits. So I think it's something like 450 gallons in a day or something pretty extreme. You got to be running a lot of water to hit these limits. Whenever I was reading them, it seemed like, a lot for a single house. Nevada is often defended because there's so much BLM land there that people will just say, hey, the BLM laws allow you to do some discharge in certain conditions out there in the open. It's just gray wastewater, but it's not specifically RV wastewater. And how much difference is there? So sure, maybe the BLM land rules apply, but you're still in the state of Nevada. And the law in Nevada says you will not discharge any wastewater to the land without a permit. And an RV is not going to be an exception to that. So the BLM tolerance doesn't override state pollution laws. Utah has a whole lot of dispersed camping. It sometimes gets cited as that. Once again, they define wastewater as sewage or other liquid wastes. Gray water is included with that. There is no explicit law that says that you can run gray RV water out onto the land. But again, it's probably comes down to, are you going to get caught? I mean, it's a remote place. Is it a BLM officer that's coming to talk to you or a Utah State officer that's coming to talk to you? This probably all matters. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't run into these problems because I discharge my gray in approved receptacles and sewage dumps. Idaho, New Mexico, they basically run along the same kind of things. They have to be permitted. There are limits to how much you can run a day. Like in New Mexico, it's 250 gallons a day that you're allowed to run out onto your property, but you still need to have a permit for it. Now, Alaska, it's everyone's wild card. I mean, Alaska gets pretty wide and open, and there is guidance for remote camps because, a lot of folks are not anywhere near any kind of sewer system in Alaska. But generally, it's about having no ponding, no runoff, no contamination of surface water. So there are rules to it, but these are all built around remote camps and facilities, not free-flowing RV pumps. It's very hard to release 20 or 30 gallons of gray water and not have it basically pond around. I mean, if you're on a hillside, okay, but usually at the bottom of a hillside, there's a creek, right? And you don't want to be going into the creek. So even when we did it back when I was living on the property, it was only a handful of gallons going out a day versus pulling a dump and just releasing 30 gallons all at once in one spot. In BC, it's mostly municipal bylaws or the bylaws of parks, which is, municipal parks or the BC parks. These are the rules that usually take over, and those all don't allow for any wastewater disposal of your trailer across the board. There seems to be some ambiguity when you're out on Crown land, whether or not you can dump. And even if you can, you have to make sure you're not dumping anywhere near water sources and other environmental concerns. There is no law, again, that specifically says RV gray dumping is allowed on Crown land. Often these, like some of those other states, are about omission. It doesn't say you can't do that. But there are other laws where you could infer that it's indeed not allowed to just be open dumping. You've got to have a system for converting your gray to some sort of irrigation. Now, out in BC, it gets very remote. And so I'm sure this is more about enforcement than it is about whether or not it's legal. But do you want to be the one who gets caught by some resource officer for dumping your gray where you're not supposed to? I don't want to. That'll ruin a vacation. And you know the argument. The reality is dumping gray once in one spot, even if it ponds and pools a little bit, probably isn't going to affect anybody if you do it in the middle of nowhere. It's really not that big of a deal to do it just once, and if that's all that's happening. Again, I don't do that. But it's really functionally not affecting the world environment. BC, for example, is a big place, and one single dump in BC isn't going to affect BC. But we're not talking about one dump, are we? We're talking about the usual problem of, well, if everybody's doing it, then it's definitely going to be a problem. Again, I saw how stinky it got at my mom's place with just one house constantly dripping down this hillside and the smells that it would get, especially in the summer. So you can imagine if all the rest areas in British Columbia had everybody just pulling up to the edge of the rest area and dumping their tanks, it would just be a stinky mess. It might stink as bad as a California rest area. And nothing stinks worse than a California rest area in the summer, man. Those pee bottles got to go somewhere. Remember, in your gray water is detergents, all kinds of things that can attract animals and contaminate soils. It creates sanitary issues, especially if there's repeated dumping by multiple people. This is why it's not allowed. This is how beautiful boondocking areas get ruined and shut down, because people are dumping when they really shouldn't be. So going through all the laws, trying to figure out where you can and can't, what's the real answer, and where can you actually dump the gray? As far as I'm concerned, no place. There's really no place that says legally this is how it's done. You just dump the gray here. There's only rules through omission and through inference that it should be okay. And the reality is it's generally not okay, man. There's just too many people out there these days with too many RVs. It just doesn't work if everybody does it. And if everybody can't do it, then you shouldn't do it either. Most places specifically prohibit it. Some places are going to quietly tolerate it. And when it comes to dumping your gray tanks, it will often be, well, a legal gray area. So that's it. If the final rule is if the place has a campsite number, a road, a parking lot, a toilet, a fee station, any sign of development whatsoever, do not dump gray. Assume it is illegal. When in doubt, treat your gray water just like you would your black water. Use the dump stations. Use portable tanks. Use approved systems for getting rid of that stuff. Because the law doesn't care what some guy on Facebook said. And that officer writing you the ticket is especially not going to care. So there you had it. I want to hear from you. Do you dump the gray? Do you defend the gray dump anywhere? Comment below. Maybe you agree with me. I bet you've all seen some horror stories. Tell them below. I want to hear it from you. I was surprised by some of the comments I saw, people saying they were doing it. I was surprised by some of the way people were reacting to those comments. So I want to hear what your comments are on this video. Don't forget to subscribe, everybody. I really need your help. We need to keep this channel going. Now that we got rid of that other series, well, there's less of you here on this channel, and I need you to come back. Expect a bunch more camping videos coming up here this summer. We got all kinds of plans, starting with our big March breakout trip where we take the RV out, shake it down, and go do something fun somewhere. Haven't figured it out yet. So whether your gray tanks are empty or full, don't let it stop you. Get out there and get busy living.